Hello and welcome back to another clown reaction video. I'm Barnaby from Clown Spirit, where we use the power of clowning to bring joy, lightness and connection to your life and to the lives of everybody around you. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, please do so now. Subscribe to the Clown Spirit channel and also hit that notification button so that you find out whenever we release a new video. So today's clown reaction video is going to be looking at Gardi Hutter. Gardi is a Swiss-born clown. She's based in Switzerland. She is really one of the guiding lights, one of the shining stars of the clowning world at this point in time. She is incredible. A nationally, internationally touring clown who is of great renown and great reputation with many awards and many hit shows. So I'm excited to see this piece, which I haven't seen before. It's a short excerpt from the Arosa Humor Festival 2011. I don't know where, but let's have a look.
Unsere Kostümbinderin vom Schweizer Fernsehen. Merci vielmals. Danke. Ja.
So very quickly, a lovely clear setup. She's with somebody who's perhaps the presenter, host of the show, and is like a high status character, which clowns, classically love to play with. And she's making him look nice, and then she accidentally pulls the arm off his jacket. So there's a very nice, clear problem set up right from the beginning. Her costume is she's clearly putting herself in that kind of role of the Auguste clown, the low status clown who's a bit kind of all over the place, confused, distracted, and she has this kind of interesting patter that she, way of speaking. It's not words, it's kind of a gibberish language that she talks, and it helps to express her mood or whatever it is she wants to communicate in the moment. Okay, so great setup. Let's see where she takes it.
Ja, Nick.
So lovely bit of playful trickery there. First of all, a clown with these needles, right? And you're kind of like going, oh no, she's something. What's going to happen? She's going to hurt him. But instead of hurting him, she manages to swallow one herself, and then she brings out a magnet and kind of works it up through her body and gets it out at the end. So lovely setup of a problem, a kind of off the wall, impossible solution, but just played so beautifully and so concretely, and the execution of it is very slick. The way that the needle reappears again in the mouth, it's kind of a sleight of hand magic trick that's just very beautifully simple and integrated into the clowning situation of failure and then recovery.
Sehr gut. Ich wäre jetzt sehr froh, wenn wir könnten... Ich wäre jetzt sehr froh, wenn ich könnte Gardi Hutter hören. Nehmen Sie bitte Ihr Klump und gehen Sie raus. Ich hole jetzt Gardi Hutter, weil die muss jetzt wirklich auftreten. Wo ist Gardi Hutter? Hallo, Gardi?
Beautiful. So really, in a way, all that was set up for what I think is coming, the sort of main part of the act. But, you know, as with a lot of clown acts we see in cabarets, the setup, that transition is actually as important as the main act. And she really plays that. And they've clearly rehearsed together and organized this. So, you know, she hurts him, and now she kind of gets him with the needle and then brings out the spray bottle. He sneezes in her face, and then she uses the spray bottle to kind of recover for herself. It's, you know, it's just, it flows. It has a kind of a natural rhythm and energy and flow to it. Everything is logical and clear. Then he walks off because he's had enough. And rhythmically, we're straight into the actual piece that she's going to present. It's worth pointing out how she makes these transitions, right? Because we saw that a very quick transition, and that can be something that clowns belabor a little bit. She's cross, she's upset, things haven't gone well. She's kind of banging these objects down, and then watch this transition. So, you know, she brings that little feathery thing close, and just from the contact of it, and it seems to just change her mood, and it's totally flows, and it's believable, and suddenly she's in this kind of cutesy, kind of loving relationship with the thing, and the mood has shifted, and it's set up to then take her forward into what happens next. It's such economical storytelling, right? She's like in this completely playful world, as if she's just making it up on the spot, but there's already like this very clear love triangle going on, where there was this relationship that was blossoming, and then she sort of broke his heart, and then suddenly the husband, we didn't even know the husband existed, appears and tells her off and locks her up. So it's quite dark, it's quite sinister, and all this within about 30 seconds. And the audience love it. So she, you know, where is this story gonna go next, right? She's kind of developed this love triangle, and there was a great moment of like fighting, you know, between the two male characters, who's got the biggest pair of scissors, which is a nice kind of like moment of you know, innuendo a little bit for the adults, but not too much, and back and forth, and then the husband goes to sleep, and then the couple get back together again, and it's all very illicit, and it's at night time, and somehow we know all this just from these noises and these little movements. We can kind of picture the whole scenario. And then she puts out this measuring tape for him to walk across, and it's almost as though, I mean, there's no logic to it. Why would he have to walk across a tightrope to get to her? But it creates this kind of sense of the stakes of something risky, something dangerous, something that might fail, that gives this air of anticipation and tension to the whole thing. And also maybe it makes us think about tests and what we have to do to sort of prove ourselves in some way. So it's actually got this, I think, this kind of philosophical depth to it, whilst also being this completely mad over the top love story that she's telling, and clearly having a great time doing it as well. And that's a really important part of it, right? Her energy and enthusiasm and the sort of delight that she's taking every single moment, the focus of that delight is what makes it engaging for us to watch. Beautiful. So, sorry about that ad there. Amazing, right? I mean, it kind of builds to this peak where there's this battle between the two guys. One stabs the other, and there's a big fall from the tightrope, and then they have the fight, and then the husband gets stabbed, and there are these little puffs of smoke that come out from down below, and then there's a reunion of the illicit couple at the end, and then they kind of get put away, and she leaves. I mean, this is an interesting example because I get the sense in a way that this is part of a bigger show, but she's managed to kind of take that little segment for a very particular purpose. It's some kind of a showcase, a cabaret, and she's got a very limited amount of time, and she has to get through something within that time which presents her character, which presents a scenario, is entertaining to the audience, and it's incredible. It really showcases her virtuosic skill of storytelling, of kind of object manipulation, of being this amazing character, because really at the end of the day it's more about her and her relationship to the audience than it is about the objects and the scenario going on. So the beautiful example, yet another very different kind of clowning from some of the other things that we've seen from one of the greatest living clowns, I would say, that we have now, and a kind of a beacon also for female clowning in the world. So a very important figure, and I hope you enjoyed today's clown reaction. Thank you so much. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, do that right now. Notifications as well, so that you hear about it the next time I put up another video. I'll be doing lots of these clown reaction videos, and also a quick shout out for my Clownversations. I will actually be talking to Gardi Hutter in a Clownversation on the 17th of February, in just a few weeks away. So if you're interested to hear from her, and I'm going to be very fortunate to talk to her for an hour on the 17th of February, join us live on YouTube. You can find all the details at my Facebook group, The Way of the Clown, or on my website, clownspirit.com. Until then, goodbye, keep clowning.